Hi friends, welcome to our channel Stock Informer. Let's dive into today's stock discussion.
Hey everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're dissecting one of India's pharmaceutical giants, Dr. Reddy's Laboratories. For years, DRL has been a household name in pharma, but with shifting market dynamics, new product launches and some recent setbacks, is it still a wise investment? We're going deep into their latest financials, crucial announcements, and future pipeline to give you the clearest picture. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll know if Dr. Reddy's is a prescription for your portfolio or if it's better left on the shelf. Let's kick things off with the moneymakers, their recent financial performance. We've looked at the last 4 quarters and what we see is a fascinating, albeit volatile picture. Revenue, DRL's net sales have been swinging. While we saw a strong surge in the most recent quarter, Q1 FY26, hitting over 7,800 crore rupees, there was a dip in Q3. This tells us their revenue can be quite dependent on the timing of new product launches. Profit after tax, PAT. Now this is where it gets interesting. Despite the revenue volatility, PAT has shown robust year-on-year growth. In Q1 FY26, they clocked nearly 3,000 crore rupees in PAT. This suggests that when they hit big, benefiting from better operating leverage and successful new products. Gross margins. These have been quite variable, anywhere from 23% to almost 50% in the latest quarter. This isn't necessarily a bad thing, it indicates a shift towards higher margin complex products. R&D spend, they're consistently investing heavily in R&D, around 8 to 9% of revenue in some quarters. This is crucial for future innovation. Beyond the numbers, what are the people running the show saying? I've dug through the last 4 con call transcripts and a few themes clearly emerge. Focus on differentiation. Management is relentlessly pushing towards complex generics and biosimilars. Think specialized injectables, advanced drug delivery systems. This is a deliberate strategy to move away from commoditized generics and into higher value segments. This explains the fluctuating gross margins. These products command better prices but have longer development cycles. Geographic focus. North America remains a core growth engine, with new generic approvals counteracting typical price erosion. Europe is also showing strong growth, partly boosted by strategic acquisitions like their NRT business. Operating leverage, they're getting more efficient. Despite investing in new product launches and marketing, their operational costs relative to sales are showing improvement. Cash rich. DRL maintains a strong balance sheet with a net cash surplus. This gives them financial muscle for more R&D, strategic acquisitions, or navigating any market turbulence. Now let's talk about the news that's been shaping Dr. Reddy's story over the past year. These announcements are crucial for understanding their future trajectory. Major win, EU approval for AVT03, biosimilar. Denosumab. This is huge. Denosumab, marketed as Prolia and Xgeva, treats osteoporosis and bone complications. It's a blockbuster with a global market of over $1.2 billion. DRL has exclusive commercialization rights in the US and semi-exclusive in Europe. This approval validates their big bet on biosimilars and will be a significant long-term revenue driver. Temporary setback, Canadian semaglutide generic delay. On the flip side, DRL faced a speed bump with their generic semaglutide, a massive market for weight loss and diabetes. Health Canada issued a non-compliance notice, potentially delaying its launch by 8 to 12 months. This caused a temporary dip in the stock, but it's important to note this is a market-specific delay and doesn't impact their global pipeline or the highly anticipated US launch. Strategic portfolio management. They're constantly optimizing, acquiring niche businesses, and divesting non-core brands to sharpen their focus on higher margin specialized products. So with all this information, what about the crucial question? Is Dr. Reddy's a buy right now? Valuation. Looking at its TTM/PE ratio, Dr. Reddy's trades at around 17.66 times earnings. Compare that to the sector average of closer to 26. This means DRL is trading at a significant discount to its peers. This could signal undervaluation, or perhaps the market is factoring in the near-term execution risks. Analyst consensus: the street generally has a hold to buy rating. Many analysts are taking a cautious wait-and-see approach, reflecting the volatility in quarterly results and the importance of successful product launches. Growth projections. Some forecasts suggest more modest revenue growth, around 4 to 5% annually, and even a slight decline in annual earnings over the next 3 years. This is a key area of concern. The bull case. The real upside hinges on the successful and timely commercialization of its advanced pipeline. If products like the denosumab biosimilar and the US semaglutide generic launch successfully and capture significant market share, the stock could see a substantial re-rating. Alright, to wrap it all up, Dr. Reddy's Laboratories is undoubtedly a high-quality pharmaceutical company currently in a strategic transformation. Their shift towards complex generics and biosimilars is smart, aiming for higher margins and sustainable growth. What do you think about Dr. Reddy's? Are you investing? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more in-depth stock analyses, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
That's all for today's market update. If you gained valuable insights, please consider liking this video. For continuous access to our expert analysis on Indian share market results and announcements, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Your support by sharing this video with your network is also highly valued. Thank you for tuning in.